Hey, better late than never. RV Debs here. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. I got my ice. Yes, living in a travel trailer, RV, motorhome, whatever. Ice is a commodity. Well, I've got an ice maker. A little portable ice maker that does a real good job. So, yeah, baby. Sizzle, sizzle. So I hope you're all having a good night. Maybe you can come in and visit with me for a while. That would be kind of awesome. Let's see. Hello, Linda. Welcome. I'm just opening up my window as usual. Okay. There. All right, I'm set. Hi, Darby. You love the haircut? You know, it's kind of different because it's all layers, which I haven't had, but I'm enjoying it. Thank you. Yeah, and I can still I put it in a ponytail earlier when I was warm. I was working outside, and it worked out fine. So, hello, Cynthia. Hello, Carla. Good evening. It's Friday, and I'm just getting my Diet Coke with ice. It's a treat. I have been doing everything with ice now. It took me, what is it, 5 years I've lived in a travel trailer, and I finally have ice. Yep, I do. Junior, it's the break, finally. What does that mean? It's the break. Well, anyway. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live stream. I'm happy to have you here. Thanksgiving. Oh, your break. Okay. See, I don't work. I'm retired. So, yes, for those of you who work hard, this is the good day. The break is here. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's a little early, but we got what is it? Just under a week until it really is Thanksgiving, but everybody can be giving thanks all week. That's what I do with my birthday, too. I have like a week birthday. You know, Cynthia, I've been living without ice. I have. um, this, I don't even have water in there. I got to get some. This keeps ice water from the fridge. You know, I put a gallon in there. Keeps it cold for a long time. But as far as ice, I have not had ice. So I have an ice maker, and it's doing a great job. It doesn't fit inside my house. I have it right outside the door, but I cover it. Hi, Mary. How you guys all doing? Hi, Alba. Thank you. That's so sweet. Yeah, 70 years young. I'm liking my hair. It's a big change. It reminds me of my hair in the 60s. But I have enough length that I can still put it up, which is good. Hi, Carrie Joe. Ah, you guys are too kind. Thank you. That's so sweet. Makes a girl feel good, doesn't it? So, let's see. I'm going to dim this light a little bit. Hold on here. Let me dim. And I'm going blind, kids. Okay. I don't think I need it that bright. There. That better? We. Today was kind of one of those days, you know? Kind of an irritating day. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Well, I do. I do know. You know, I had short hair for years, really short, sassy short hair. And then I started making hair hair things, hair fancies we called them. And I had to grow my hair, so I did. The kittens are great. Yeah, they're eating and playing and being kittens. They're still feral when it comes right down to it, but the one that didn't come near me at all is now at least able to be, with me right on the table. I mean, I don't touch her because she just runs away. Hi, whispers in the wind. All right. I needed a little something. But I had like all my hair pretty much one length for the longest time. And I liked it. I enjoyed having my hair like that. But I'm glad it's good to change it up. Hi, Maryland. Hi, Ace. Thank you, Ace. It's a new hairdo. When you have a new haircut, you feel good. It's a little shaggy, and it's because it's a shag. I woke up this morning, though, and it looked just like this. And I'm not even sure if I should brush my hair because wouldn't that kind of pull? I don't even know. I've got to learn how to do my own hair again. This is the scrunch look, and I got up this morning and kind of just, played with it a little bit, and there it is. I think everyone needs a new haircut or a new pair of shoes or something new for themselves every now and then. We need to do that for ourselves. So, I did it. Oh, nice to see you, kitties, chatters, and all. You're coloring. I haven't colored since I stopped. I did so many mandalas that, I mean, they're all over the place. Let's see. You see, there's one up there, and there's one right there. I did so many. I couldn't believe how many I have. Hi, Amanda. How's my girlfriend? Oh man, I really like to go sit and watch the sunset on the beach. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe have a fire on the beach somewhere, and roasting marshmallows and having a little fun. Now that would be fun. Hi, Keith. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Carrie Joe, I hope I said something when you came in. Hello. How was your birthday? I hope you had a good day. All right, Molly. She says she's getting a new do too. A deep wave iron. Yeah, because if you have straight hair, you can just do that. I just saw someone today. I was watching. Hi, Maryland. What would make a nice painting? I was watching some lady. The dogs are great. I'm doing good. Thank you. Yes, yes. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, she took this flat iron and she went like, I'll show you. I've never done this. Now, if you have straighter hair. Now, my hair is not straight, but I'll show you what she did. It's kind of interesting. I'd never seen it before. Like, she took the really long hair. Now, my hair is not long anymore. Let me get a long piece. Okay. Let's just say this. And she goes all the way in. She turns it, and then she turns it, and then she turns it, and she turns it. All the way to the end. Turn, turn, turn. It's supposed to give you waves. Mine waves no matter what. I can straighten mine. I don't know what it'll look like when I straighten it. I'll have to try it. Sunset on the beach would make a nice painting. Oh, I've done sunsets. I love to do sunsets. Painting sunsets are cool. Yes. Sissy, hi. So nice to see you. Thank you. Yeah, winter now, Carla, and it does get dark real early. It's like your life really goes into a major change between autumn and winter. It's like the lights go out early and you have to, now I have my coats and they're all in a pile right here, my coats, because Normally, see that by the front door, there's hooks. And they're okay for a jacket, but then it covers the whole bottom. And I need that space desperately. I'm trying to organize myself. I got see the box, let me point to it. The box over there. That's new. I got two of those. Just trying to make room, it's I only have 27 foot to deal with here. Oh, I'm sorry, Marilyn. I hope it works. Internet can be so screwy. Yes, Junior says daylight savings confuses you for a bit. Yeah, it seems like I've just noticed real heavy change in the last few, maybe the last week. Hi, Andrew. Right now, we're not really talking about anything other than just the idea of winter taking our daylight away. So it gets dark early. You want to put your Christmas lights up so that you have something pretty outside, but it just shortens the day. And I don't drive a lot at night because my vision at night, I don't know. I've never been good at night, even when I was really young. When I go to a movie, I mean, I'm like a blind person when I'm in the movie theater. When I first go in, somebody has to literally like take me and guide me to my seat. I can't see. Isn't that odd? So driving at night for me is, and the lights are harsh, and so now it's dark earlier, and you have to get things done before 6 p.m. Yeah, yeah, really. Yeah, I think you're right, Andrew. He says, I don't know, putting up my Christmas lights makes me feel more jolly, and sets the mood. Well, that's for sure. I love Christmas. Well, I keep my one strand of Christmas lights on all year. It looks good out there, and it gives me just enough light with the dogs, so I'm not, in the dark. I do too, Marilyn. She said, I wish that they would choose a time and stick with it. I don't like the change twice a year. Hey, remember that one question in the trivial? Which two states don't do daylight savings time? I remember. You know what it is? Two of them: Arizona, and I think the other one was Hawaii, if I'm not forgetting. Oh, that's so heartbreaking, Keith. I know when our dogs, like, Rosie's 13 and a half. She's going to be 14 in May. She's jumping off the sofa. I can tell now that, she's getting old, and it hurts her. It's really hard. And living with the way I live, it's hard for me to have a stairway for up to the sofa and the bed because I don't have room. Hi, Sharon. How you doing? Thank you. Yeah, I was watching Rosie too. She was a little bit of an actress tonight. I mean, she was just a little much, but that's okay. Hi, Embolt. How you doing up there in Alberta? Hi, Susan. Yeah, welcome to the Friday night chat. I'm not even sure if you guys have any questions or anything you want to, ask me. I'll be happy to answer. Most of you know me pretty well now. But if you're new to my channel, subscribe. And hey, Kimberly, that's neat. That's a big thing. New eyeglasses. Yep. Oh, I think these are trifocals, but you don't see them anymore. They make it look just normal. Thanksgiving here is going to be at Victor and Beverly's house, and that's Nathan's mother and father-in-law, Nadia's mom and dad. And we always go there for dinner. Yeah, lockdown sucks, doesn't it? Jeez. I love Dolly Parton. I think she's wonderful. You're not, we are cooking, but not getting together. Aw. Darby says, got a story. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Who is Knoxville? Oh, the Knoxville story. Oh, Darby, you don't forget. Maybe I'll tell you that. Yeah, if your eyeglasses are done right, you don't really feel like you have to look for where you can see. These glasses that I got, which I got last year, when I'm reading something really close up, I have to like move them way up on my eye, on my nose. Otherwise, it's off. But I'm not going back. You know, just to get serious for just a minute about things. Okay, you know, on Facebook, on my private Facebook, I have a lot of friends from Florida, of course, and cousins. And I have some really dear friends in California, a couple here in, Palm Springs, just different places very close. So Facebook's a place we can share. And of course, I have a lot of people here in this area, right here in this town. Beverly's doing great, Molly. Wait till you see Beverly. I'm going to take some video of Thanksgiving. She's fantastic. She had her hip replaced. Her hair grew back beautiful. Yes. Um, anyway, so on Facebook, a lot of people here in this town, they don't really, we don't have the same politics. We don't have the same feelings on a lot of subjects. Like, I just don't feel like they feel. You have to do the same thing with your glasses. Yeah, so the glasses, they're not perfect, but they're okay. Um, let's see. Oh, that's awful, Kimberly. She says we are not doing Thanksgiving. Probably our only son will come by for eats. Our COVID numbers are going up, and we had a 65-year-old here in our community pass from COVID yesterday. So sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's just horrible news. Well, anyway, we're going to get together at Beverly and Victor's. So there'll be Nathan and Nadia, of course, and her mom and dad, Beverly and Victor, me and Mark and Kathy, Mary, who's the mother, grandma of everybody, and the boys. That's it. And that's it. And we all seem to be together anyway. And we don't kiss and hug each other like, it's not like we're going to be all hugging each other. Plus, we have a newborn baby there. I don't even. They said they're not even allowing anyone to hold the baby, which just breaks my heart. Hi, Sadie. Thank you. Okay, so let's get back to. I wanted to say something. So, Facebook, like if I see something political, and we're not all on the same page, and it doesn't matter. You're allowed to be you're allowed to feel any way you want to feel about politics and religion, and so am I. And so if I share something on Facebook that maybe um, it was about the Constitution, and it was definitely a um, President-elect Biden favored article. And oh my gosh, you'd think that I've committed a crime and I need to be taught because, you know, a couple of the family members, they're gonna be nameless, well, and the preacher will do one of those long 4 or 5 paragraphs on what is right and how it really is and all this stuff. And it really gets me upset because I'm allowed to share what I feel. Don't put me down. I'm not putting you down. I don't go after your posts. I unfriended someone today and I don't usually do that. Hi, Helen. Hi, hi, hi. Going out to eat's not bad. I mean, we don't have anywhere to go to out to eat here, but I've done Thanksgiving out and I've enjoyed it. But we're gonna have a traditional Thanksgiving. I'm assigned the corn pudding. Um, I'm probably gonna do more than corn pudding, but there's gonna be so much food. So There's always a lot of food. You know, Mary, I love them so much, but I am so different. It's night and day, and it's real apparent. The last 4 years, we had a president, and I respect whoever's in the office. I was taught to have respect, so I never really, I don't badmouth Trump or anything. I don't love him, but I mean, I don't, he did good stuff. And now it's time for him to go, in my opinion. But anyway, they're just, they're just like completely enthralled in love and with anything he says. And I don't understand that. I really don't understand. It hurts me because I don't understand it. If I can't, how can I? How do you how do you understand something that's so opposite of how you feel? You know. Anyway, whispers. I usually spend holidays alone. I've had holidays alone. I've had holidays with family. Andrew, I'm not talking politics, and I don't normally do that, but I really felt hurt today because I was, just sharing, and you know, it wasn't like I'm not trying to get to talk about anything other than feelings. I got my feelings hurt. Well, I definitely will be around, maybe even on Thanksgiving evening. Oh, Mary. Yeah, I won't talk about it. I just was feeling hurt because people in my family are so opposite now, and they're out with it. And it's a small town in Texas, and I'm a Los Angeles girl, and I just don't feel, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it other than I guess that the Christians that are truly into Christianity, that they feel it's the only road, it's the only way, there's no other way, and that's it. And I feel like that's good that you have that much feeling towards it, and that's okay. You are free to do that and love Jesus. But there are other people that are brought up differently, and you just cannot control. Everyone cannot be the same. So it's a little difficult right now. Maybe after January 20th, no matter what happens, things will settle down because I really feel isolated. I don't even want to visit. I don't want to go chat and visit because they talk about the subject that I'm not interested in or I feel differently. Oh, yes, Kimberly. Yes, this. She's still in Dallas. They're going through rehab. She has a little bit of feeling. She can feel her stomach being touched, and she can feel part of her arms, but she's still in. Can't do anything yet. It would be a boring world if we all were exactly the same. Exactly. I just feel like live and let live. You know that saying, live and let live. You know, don't put people down because they don't think like you do. Don't try to change my mind. I don't want you to. And I don't want to change yours. You know? Anyway, so I'm living in a small town. I probably should live somewhere on the beach. I probably should live somewhere in out, where people are a little more. I'm not so conservative, okay? I'm not radical. I'm not far out there, but I certainly am, you know, more liberal, and I just don't want to tell anybody how they should live and all that stuff. So, like live and let live. Mind your own business. Those are good sayings, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty scary, Kimberly. She says, well, the death of the man from COVID in our community is bringing this disease home here. Not a lot of people wear masks, and I think it will happen to them. Well, it could. You know, today I went to. That's another thing. That's another thing I'm going to gripe about tonight. I went to Dollar General, my hangout. You know, I go there once a week and get spend money. Um, there's a sign outside, and it says that you must wear face protection. You know, masks. And the people that worked there did not have masks on. I know the ladies. I mean, they just didn't wear masks. Most of the people in there didn't have masks. I had a mask on. A few people did, but it just seems so like it just defeats the purpose. You know, I made this today. Mary asked me if I made any jewelry today, and I did. It's just a mixture of multicolors, but a real pretty little pattern. It's got these little cool silver beads every now and then. It's kind of cool. I like it. It's 35 inches. Andrews. Oh, hi, Vanilla Rain. 4 tires is a good present for yourself, honey. That lasts a long time. That's a good one. Andrew says, tough week for me. I've been on a walker for my hip surgery and started my weight loss journey on Monday, trying to lose 150 pounds. God bless. I hope you can stick it out. It is hard, but you know what? One day at a time. Don't try to think about it being like a really, really long time. Think about every day, one day at a time. One day at a time. Anyway, good luck to you, sweetie. I appreciate you sharing that. That's awesome. I hope you feel better, and I think the lighter you get, the better you're going to feel. Junior says my dad's friend had to kick someone out of his store for no mask, no distancing. People here, they won't. I went to the post office. I had my mask on, and her name is Lois. She had her mask on, plus there's a plexiglass shield in front of us now. And one of our relatives, I'm going to leave it nameless, came in, no mask. And I had a real cool mask. I have a tie-dye mask. And he said, "Oh, that's colorful." I said, "Yeah, it's me." And then, he goes, "Oh, you got your hair done?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I don't wear masks. I won't wear masks." I'm not going to say anything, but inside I'm thinking, if this is how all the people are here, how are we ever going to work together and love each other as humans? Hi, Chip. How you doing? Wow. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. Thank you. I certainly don't. No one ever says anything. Oh, sweets are my thing too, Andrew. I can really relate to you. And you're gonna have to fool yourself, because and I believe me, I've been on diets all my life, on and off, on and off. I even spent 31 days in a food addiction treatment center in my 30s, my late 30s, because I had good insurance at the time, and I did it. So you learn a lot about this. It's a disease just like any other disease, and you're gonna have to replace like habits with other habits. That's just how you have to do it. So here's the deal. Like for sweets, you're gonna have to like come up with something that you can have on your plan, whatever plan you're on, whether it's strawberries and Cool Whip. Once in a, you're gonna have to have something that just sugar-free lozenges. I don't know. I wish you the best. And Andrew, please come in and let us all know. We'll cheer you on. We are a good group of people here, so you got friends. Clear shower curtains instead of plexiglass. Yeah, people. Well, Dollar General, I noticed yeah, as actually the IGA little grocery store also put plexiglass now between people. You should, Kimberly, I want to say that too. I want to say, hey, where's your mask, man? Can't you get with it for just while you're in with bunches of people? But you can't tell people anything. And I'm not going to be a Karen, I mean, I don't like that saying, but I'm not going to tell people what to do. But I kind of held it in. It was like Facebook, my feelings were hurt. Then I went to the Dollar General looking at all these people that don't care. They don't care. And yet I know there's so many people that do care. Where are they? I don't know. It's very it's sad. Oh, Andrew, you got a lot going on. You definitely want to take weight off your back so that you can have more mobility for sure. One day at a time, though. That's it. And maybe go see if you can get into an Overeaters Anonymous meeting because they really help. Chip says most people wear a mask in the store I work. We're only allowed to offer a mask if they say no. We can't do anything about it and assume that they have medical problem. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Carrie Joe, I thought about that today. I did think about that because it kind of bugs me. We're trying so hard to keep it from here, you know? And I'm really kind of, well, not, I'm just one of those rant days. You're only 19. Oh my gosh, you're young. Well, you've got a lot of life left, so you can change your life every day a little bit. You got to definitely stick with it. You're very important. Um, a lot of aggravating things, huh? It's okay, Mary. I'm just venting a little bit. Um, that's all I can do. Like, live streams. I want to be interesting. I want to have fun. Um, the story about Knoxville, Darby. I'll tell you guys a little story. It's a true story. And I'm not sure. Well, okay, I'm going to try to tell it so that it's kind of short. It's okay, Andrew. You're part of the group. We're part of the group. But let me tell you the story. So relax for a second. So okay, I was living in Florida. I had just met Kathy. I met Kathy, my best friend here, in 1980. I have one of those face shields my friend Faye sent me. If I go like to Abilene and really get into it, I'd wear both. I don't want to get sick. Um, okay. So I had this guy, let's put it this way. I was going with this guy, and he and we had a kind of a hot romance for a year. But he was a very, he had anger issues. So I knew that too, because he would call his ex-wife, who lived in Pennsylvania, on the phone, and he would argue with her. And then when he got off the phone, he would like. One time he kicked the refrigerator and made a big black scuff mark, and I rented that place, and it was like that was you don't do that, and I that was one warning. um, and another time, when his ex-wife would say you can't see your daughter, he would take it out on me. Well, time went on, and we moved in together. Unfortunately, I'm stupid. It was stupid, and he was gonna go spend summer up in Canton, Ohio, where his daughter, who was about at the time, I think she was like maybe 10. So we got he got a trailer and a van, and we packed everything up. I had my PA system, and my dog. I had a little dog named Ty, and all my belongings and his stuff. And we went from Florida to we went camping. We had a great time until we got to Knoxville. When we got to Knoxville, yeah, when we got to Knoxville, we went to the World's Fair. That's the year we were there. I don't know if that was in 1981. Do you know? Somebody look it up. So, okay, so I'm with this guy, and we're not we're doing fine up to this point. We actually had a pretty good time camping together in our little trailer, and we were both on Overeaters Anonymous, so we're all watching our food, and we're just, 1982. Okay, that's when we were there. We went to the World's Fair, and it was really nice. Um, Somewhere along the line, he lost a diamond in a ring that was his father's. He does, we don't know where he lost it. It was he looked down when he got out of the fair, and it was gone. And he just was a mess. And he's the kind of person that would lash out on whoever's with him. So lucky me. So he's bummed out, and I don't know I can't help him. Okay. Are you guys interested in this? Because I see nobody interested in this. Maybe I'll just end it here. Giggle fishy, thank you. Well, I don't want to talk for nothing. Okay, thank you, life down the road. Okay, anyway, so we went to the fair. He lost a diamond. He was miserable. We were in Knoxville at a campground, and there weren't that many people at the campground. Okay, you guys, thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Linda, Darby, and Oak Leaf. Okay, so the next morning we get up. Hey, Maddie. And this guy, I'll call him Sam, but his name wasn't Sam. So I'm like all dressed. I have my makeup on, and there's a little bed at the end of this small trailer, like maybe 19-foot trailer. And call him Butthead, yeah. I'm laying on the bed reading a magazine, and there's a big ice chest of ice that's been there all night long. It was so cold in the ice chest that the ice didn't even melt. It was ice. Lots of ice and water. And he's just having a fit, and he said something like, oh, I don't know. He was complaining about something, and I said something, and he took the ice chest and dumped it on my head and back. I was all dressed in our bed, and the whole ice chest just drenched me down. And I take off. I jump up. My dog Ty, his name was Ty. I run out of the trailer, and I'm just running, and the dog's following me, and I'm kind of like leaving the trailer behind through the campground, and I was so upset. And I remember getting to a picnic table and sitting on top of the picnic table with the dog, and he's coming over. Come back, come back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, he turned the whole thing over on me. It was so ice and water in the bed and my head, and I was a mess. Plus I was so insulted. Yeah, that was abusive. That wasn't the only thing that happened. So then he begs me to come back. I couldn't stay there. Well, thank you, Maddie. You must like my new hairdo. So he says, "What can I do? What can I do?" And I couldn't think of anything other than, I want to fill the ice chest with ice and water and get it cold, and I want to dump it on you and see how you like it. So I do that. We go back to the trail. I mean, I'm still very upset, but we have to go on because we're now in Canton. We're in Knoxville on our way to Canton, where he's gonna get his daughter for whatever visitation anyway. Oh yeah, apologized. Hand up. And he had done that before. He had pushed me one time and then brought me a card that says, I'm sorry, I love you, blah 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 blah. And I see I'm older now. This I was 32 when this took place. Um so okay, he gets all and he changes his clothes, I change my clothes. We're in silence. We're not talking. We pull out of the campground, Knoxville. We're heading toward the coal mine country. And it's, oh, we're not there yet. That's right. We're driving down the road, and he was just, he said, I'm going to take you back to Florida. And he drives south on 95 or whatever it was. I'm going, now you're going to blame me for not seeing your daughter. And he took his hand in his fist, and he had like a man's ID bracelet kind of thing, and he went bam and got me in the face, and got me right here with the bracelet, where I had absolutely a huge bruise. I'm bleeding. I know, it was freaky. And he stopped at a gas station. We're not, I mean, I'm just like, I'm freaking out now. I'm sitting here thinking, well, if I, he left the keys in the van, you know, I almost, and there was a trailer behind. I was almost tempted to leave his ass at this gas station in the middle of wherever. I didn't file charges. And it's not even, okay, well, now I've got like bruise, I look beaten up. And I didn't do it. I didn't take off. I should have taken off. But he probably would have had me arrested for stealing his van, you know? So he gets back in the van. He turns the van back north, heading to Canton, Ohio. And I don't know why I'm telling you the whole story. Wow. Aww. It's something that really, really hit me because it's still to this day the only thing I've ever felt like this. And I'm stuck with this guy in a trailer on the road with a van and a trailer, you know, we're pulling, and I got my PA system in. And like, one of the good things that happened before we had all this problem is we went to Nashville and we stayed at the famous campground near Opryland. And he set my PA system up like he was my big old manager, you know. And I played guitar and sang in the gazebo, and he passed this cowboy hat around, and we made money, and we stayed free. That was a good part of the trip. But this part of the trip was a nightmare. So it's getting dark, and we're driving north, and we're in coal miner country, and we see there's a campground. We pull off. He had just hit me like maybe a couple of hours before. Yeah, so okay, so we pull into this camp, and I have to like help him back the trailer. And you know how uptight it is to tell someone how to back up, and you know, and can you just imagine with the moods we were both in, you know? So he finally gets the trailer parked, and I didn't want to sit with him or talk to him. There were people in the next campground. They were tenting it, and they had a fire. Yeah, thanks, Code 4. They had a fire, and they were like a couple. And I don't know what, because sometimes things happen, and I walked right to their camp. I would never do this normally. I said, excuse me, but the guy I'm traveling with just hit me really hard, and I'm scared to go back in there. Can I sit with you? And of course, they were so sweet. I sat with them for a good hour at least, and then it was time to go to the trailer. And I remember, you know, getting into bed and just not touching me, just like really, it was a very sad time. But in the morning, this couple came over and said, you guys, we have a speedboat in the lake, and I think you guys both need a good ride in the speedboat. And we went into their speedboat and went all around the lake with the fresh air, and it did help. It really did help. And from there, we went to Canton, Ohio the next day. And he parked the van in the trailer and took the van off the trailer and went to see his ex-wife and his daughter and left me there for, I think it was like overnight. And I didn't know when he was coming back. I befriended a couple, an older couple, in the campground. He lives in Florida, Maddie. And yeah, he's still kicking. So anyway, we got back in the truck in the van and went to Michigan. Oh no, Canton, Ohio. Oh yeah, he left me there. So I befriended these people, and they were so sweet. And he came back the next day or something, and we left. And I was so upset. I still looked like I had a bruise and a big bruise on my arm. And he drove me to Michigan, to where when my cousin Marshall and his wife lived on a farm, a quarter horse farm. And he stayed in his trailer. I stayed in the house with them for about 5 days. And then we finally, wound up going back to Florida. He dropped me off, basically dropped me off, and I was so glad he dropped me off. And that was the end of our relationship. And, and there's more to it, but it was a heavy abusive situation. And I was like out of control. I didn't have my own house or car or, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. I'll tell you one more thing happened on that trip. No, he didn't. Well, yeah, he would apologize right after he did it. But, we went to, okay, the plan was to go to Canton, Ohio to visit his daughter, and then to Buffalo, New York, where my cousins and family are from. Okay. So we did, but, and in those days, we owned a cottage. The family, the grandparents owned a cottage in Ontario. So we went to Buffalo, New York after the 5 days so that my bruise doesn't look bad. And we're going over the Peace Bridge. In Buffalo, when you go to Canada, you go over this Peace Bridge. And yep. So I did get a little bit, I've got to tell you this part because I felt pretty good about it. I knew that he was at any minute could hurt me again. So I took a screwdriver and I put it in the glove box. And we're getting over the Peace Bridge. And I don't know what I said. It didn't really matter what I said. He went to grab, I had a long gold chain, and he grabbed my gold chain. And I opened the thing and I took the screwdriver out. And I said, if you ever touch me again, I'm going to shove this right through you. And he never touched me again. And he took me home. And that was the story. Yeah, I was abused for a little while, and I was out of control. So the thing is too that I learned is that you really need to know who you're with, and people give you a good idea who they are when you first meet them. I mean, all the little things that someone who is abusive does, I just didn't heed the warnings. So I've learned. Yeah, thanks, Darby. I don't know. I shared more than I was going to share. But it is something that is in part of my life, and I think people, I'm not going to just say all women. I'm going to say people run into this abusiveness in their life. And I'm just glad that I've learned, I'm worth way more than that. I really am. And we all are. We don't need to be abused. See, and everyone has stories. Like the Me Too movement and all that stuff. Everyone has stories. And whether you're a man or I'm going to say men too. Because women can abuse men. You can be emotionally abused. And you can be physically abused, which is horrible. Thanks, life down the road. I just, I'm a fairly strong woman. I mean, I don't really take any crap from anyone. But when you're, when you think you're in love, and then you don't see those things, and when you do see the warnings, you don't heed the call. As young people, we tend to think with different parts of our bodies, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Hi, Christy. Yeah, she said I for years tolerated abusive man, never put up with fat girls. You deserve better. That's right. And she said I've been married to a wonderful guy for 27 years. My husband was such a gentle man, and a sweet soul, and um, I'd rather be alone, to be honest. I'd much rather be alone than to find someone that does not value me, because I would value my mate to the highest degree. Yep, Sarah, exactly. Susan, thank you so much for sharing. I wanted to hear because I'm always ashamed of my abusive relationship, thinking I was the one that was nuts. No. No, we all have, like, yeah, we all have stories. Maddie, I'm ready. I'm attracted to you, sweetie. You'll have to get, you know, you gotta email me. Yeah, I would rather be alone though, and do that my own thing. I'm not a big baby, um, and but I really do like to have a partner. I really enjoyed being married. I didn't get married till I was 50. So it's not like I had relationships. I didn't have the greatest of relationships up till I'm meeting my husband. And I'm so glad I got a chance to be with someone like him, and be treated with like a queen. I was treated like a queen, and I treated him like a king. Hey, you guys, make sure you give me a thumbs up tonight. I would really appreciate it. That really makes me feel good. Molly, that's what I did. I think, the minute that I stood up for myself with a screwdriver, I needed something. He backed off. Hi, Cameron. I think these type of men go for very weak women, and we're not weak. It's just that sometimes we're in a position where we can't express ourselves the way we want to. How you doing, Cameron? Nice to see you from Scotland. You're up late. Oh, you guys. So, I've shared a story tonight. Um, you can thank Darby for that. Yeah, people, when you're in the wrong relationship, you know it, because they do find your weakness, and they, go for it. But good people don't. Rough week for you, Cameron. Tell me, we're all ears here. Just work pressures. Ah, well, it's the weekend. I hope you can get some time to chill out, have an attitude adjustment. You know what I mean? So here we are, years later, years and years and years later, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm in a place where I love my family and friends here very much, but they don't feel the same way on important issues that I do. Oh, you gotta. And one thing you want to do too is you want to be happy. I mean, what's truly what you want to do in your life? Do you want to be happy? Because that's what I want to be. I want to have happiness. I want to enjoy joy. So you've got to be careful who you hang out with, because if people are stealing your joy, like that's how I felt today on Facebook when I put something out, and somebody tries to show me with long. I mean, I don't mind people not caring about, even objecting, but I'm talking about like a lesson. Let me tell you all the reasons why you should think like I do, what the Bible says and what you say. And I'm like, I didn't ask for that. Thank you, Giggle Fishy. I like it too. It's definitely a little more height, you know. It's softer. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. You have to really. I mean, I would rather be alone than to be with someone that doesn't respect me, who doesn't really see what I have to offer, you know. And we just. It's hard to connect. It's hard to connect with special. That's why when you do meet someone like, you know, and it's special like that, wow, you know, it's undeniable because we meet each other, so many people, and, you know, very rarely in our lives do we actually click on so many levels. You could be alone in a relationship, yes, if you're with the wrong person. And you're working 100% online, so that stresses you out a little bit. You know, we're all stressed out. I mean, think about it. People are working at home. Then they threaten to close schools, and you want to do the right thing. It's a very confusing time for all of us. Sarah said I became newly divorced again 2019, so 2020 was going to be the year, and then COVID happens. Yeah, I know, right? We make all these plans, and then like something happens like this. Yep. We you know, next year's coming. We may have a little bit of this remnants over the first part of the quarter, they say, but it's going to lighten up. It's got to lighten up. We got to have some peace, some harmony and some peace and work together. I don't understand this. Boom shakalaka laka is right. I don't think there's any mistakes, like Butterbean just said. Sometimes you know the best plans, and there's reasons beyond us, but that there's really no mistakes that you're supposed to maybe take this year and think about what you really feel like you want. You know, I just want to. I don't know. I want to go to the beach. I want to go sit on the on the sand and watch the sunset, and you know, do what I want to do. And that's pretty much it, you know. Yes, 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 yes. April says God just laughs when you make plans. You know, just got to do the best you can every single day, you know. And today was a tough day because, like I said, I had my feelings hurt. But that's not going to be the last time that happens. That's right, sissies. She said every day's a lesson, and we can learn the lesson, or we can do it over and over again. Last week was gruesome, huh? You're gonna have a much better week this week, Cameron. Let's just putting out energy to Cameron so that things lighten up on his load there. I love grits and eggs. Yum. Have a good dinner breakfast. What happened? What do you mean? Keep in touch, Maddie. Someday we'll meet because he's in Florida. I'm going to visit Florida probably this coming year. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, it's got to improve. So what did we all have for dinner? I made chicken sausage links um with mozzarella cheese melted on a bun. I like to put grits. I like grits a lot. I love grits and eggs, but I like to take and saute onions and put sauteed onions and butter on the grits with cheese. Melt it all in with a little hot sauce. Now you're cooking. I do like a good breakfast at any time. I think breakfast is my favorite meal as far as like what I like to eat. Mac and cheese and fried spam sounds like a very home family nice dinner. But I do think my favorite meal is what's your favorite meals? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, or are you just a snacker? Leftover baked ziti for Linda, yummy. And Giggle Fishy had mac and cheese for dinner, covered in Tabasco and Parmesan. Yum. That sounds good. Yeah, I didn't want to cook too much. Cameron says we have our prime minister has condones who condones one of the most senior ministers. He just ignored an independent inquiry which found she bullied people. Yeah, bullies. There's a lot of bullies out there. Right, Georgiana? Ooh, Lynn says beer cheese soup for supper. Beer cheese soup sounds good. Sissy's Journey said I cooked pork chops with onions, peppers, and added golden mushroom soup with the gravy and red beans and rice. Yum. I could eat there. Butterbean had picked up Zaxby's for your husband and your son. Susan, she says breakfast is my favorite meal, but crab is my favorite. Me too. If I'm going to pick a dinner, it's a king crab. Oh, do I like some good, thick, yummy king crab legs with butter. Cheese is the food of the gods, as is bacon, says Giggle Fishy. I know, Cameron, if people are... I think there's a lot of bullies around in positions that they shouldn't be. Zaxby's is a like a fast food place, but they have a lot of real good salads. It's not bad. Molly says she had leftover taco salad meat added to a can of mild chili beans, crumbled bacon, and a big dollop of sour cream. Easy peasy. Cameron says when the highest in the land says bullying is okay, then what does that say to other bullies? I personally feel like we've had a bully in office for 4 years, but then I don't want to talk politics. Butterbean says that Zaxby's also has seasoned chicken sandwiches and salads. Yeah. People bully, the word bully is used a lot, but it's true, people like to bully each other. That even in a way, me saying something on Facebook or sharing, I just shared something. And then them doing the whole, this is the truth, and you're like a lost soul. Here's your, that's bullying me. They're bullying me. I felt bullied today. Maybe I'm overreacting, but, I unfollowed the one person. I said, you know what? I don't really want to see what this person has to say. Noble, why are you saying something like that? I love you, Deb, but apparently I am and have been on the wrong channel. I will move along. What's wrong? Why can't we all be different? Noble, don't be like that. That's crazy. That floors me. Please, Noble, I don't know what I said, but whatever it is, I don't want you to leave. We had no trouble getting toilet paper and paper towels here, Butterbean Head. Maybe you need to go to Dollar General. They had it. I don't understand what I said. That was so terrible. Okay. I don't know if me saying that is such a terrible thing. I mean, he come on. Yeah. It's just okay to be different. I mean, it's okay for you to like dig somebody that I'm not really interested in. I don't understand it. You can be a Trump supporter and you can be a Biden supporter and still be here. I am. So are you, Cameron. I can tell. I like to be able to. Me too, Butterbean Head. She said, I like people with different opinions. Great discussions. It's just opinions. I don't understand what would make anybody so upset. Like, she loves me, but I'm never going to be back because you aren't a Republican? Okay. I'm not a Republican. I'm not really anything. I go by my feelings. That's all. Well, hi, Jeff. Yeah, I just, I don't understand it. I guess it's weird. Really, Carrie Joe. They aren't. Exactly, Butterbean Head. We don't even have to agree. So what? It's opinions. As long as you're a decent human being, you have love in your heart, you know, that's it. That's what really matters. Kimberly, I know we have to bite our tongues a lot, and I have a channel, so I talk, and sometimes things come out that you're not thrilled with what I say. Yeah. I hope not, Linda. She said it's going to get worse. Well, whatever, whatever. I hope not. Yeah, a lot of people do that, Darby. They do, but I don't think I said anything wrong. So, whatever. You just have to be yourself. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend to be anything. I'm just gonna be who I am, and sometimes people just can't handle it. I guess. How you doing, Emily? Nice to see you. By the way, I didn't say hello. You know, what can I say? I don't think I said anything wrong either. I guess she just differs with me. Maybe because I said we had a bully for 4 years, which, even if he was the best president in the whole wide world and he did everything wonderful, he's still kind of a bully. Let's come on. That's what he does. Really, Georgina says she's been blocked by her family on Facebook. I'm probably getting blocked too. I didn't say anything wrong. Forget it. I like butter beans and rice, Jeff says. Craig, you're so cute. Thank you, Craig. Right, exactly, Darby. Yes. Kimberly says my son is like that. He'll block people on Facebook that has been so close to only because they don't have the same ideology. It's upsetting. It is upsetting. Alba, I'm with you. even if you are a Republican, you got to admit that this Trump man is got a very strange personality. You know, it's okay. I don't care. Hi, Deb. Nice to see you. Sarah says people who don't wear masks will get the virus, not the ones who do. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what if they know. I just know that I want to protect my family. I want to make sure that I don't pass it to anybody by mistake. Gigglefishy says my nephews have opposing viewpoints, but I love them and will always love them, and they love me. We just don't talk politics, which is what we should all do. Yeah, but it's okay, you know. I'm fine with it, and whatever happens happens. You know, I respect who's in the office. I really do. Emily said, "Hi, Deb. I am okay. I was just hanging out in the shadows listening tonight. Facebook can be toxic. I get bullied by so-called Christian friends who call me all sorts of things for being Catholic. Isn't that awful? Oh man." April says my family's half Republican, half Democrat, and we have great talks and laugh at each other a lot. Well, that's the way you should do it. I can't. I can't, Darby. Thank you, Linda. I am allowed mine, and so are you. Definitely. And I know that the people that do really care about him and really, that's their president. Understand it's not perfect right now. Things are horrible. Well, let's see what happens. See, Kimberly says all the people that are very diligent about wearing masks and hand sanitizers and washing your hands, and they still get COVID too. I wish, Deb, that we could all get along and just, okay, I said something, it's not a big deal. I'm not that mean. Yes, Emily. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Yeah, try not to worry too much, right? Hi, camp goer. Well, that's good, sissies, because I respect yours too. You know what? Excuse me. Saying I'm sorry. I don't ever mean to hurt anyone's feelings. I might by mistake, but not on purpose. Georgiana says I have a dear friend who stayed home, wore a mask, and all that stuff and still got COVID. Really? Pretty scary. Pretty scary. Aww. Thank you, Robin. That's what I say it all the time. Let's agree to disagree. And usually, like Nathan's my son. He's like my son. He's not my blood son. We always say that. Let's just agree to disagree. And he's good that way. But some people just they don't get it. I don't know why you don't get notifications. I've been here. I'm here on Mondays and Fridays, live streaming, um, between 7:30 ish on Monday and Friday. Oh, really, Dennis? Thank you. I love to be able to hide people. There you go. You're gone. Ah, goodness gracious. I did. I got rid of him, Cameron. Takes a second. Carol, she says you lived in cities where it was live and let live and let live. Some people are wrapped too tight. You got that right. You're a very open-minded person with a good heart. I am. I'm open-minded. You can do whatever you want. You know, really. Oh, it's a crazy world we live in, you know? I just want us to have a place to come. You know, I don't normally get into like ranting. Today was one of those kind of days. Normally, I like to play trivia and ask questions and talk about music and movies and stuff. But, you know, some days you just have to let it out. You know, I don't have really a lot of people that I can tell. Wow, Southern hippie. Isn't that sad, though? I mean, just because we're more liberal than somebody else doesn't mean we're bad people. You know, really. I mean, what gives them the right? You know, I just can't say everything. Craig. I'm making nice, Craig. Listen, you know, Craig, you and I have differences of certain opinions, but I still love the heck out of you. And I give you, you have all the right in the world to be, you know, the way you feel. And that's it. I think so, Linda. I think everyone has kind of been, and I'm not saying just here, I'm talking the whole world has felt this pandemic, and we're all trying to survive, you know, we're all trying to get through, stay healthy. Some of us are liberals. Some of us go to church extra now because they need to. Some people don't ever go. Some people go once in every 6 months. I mean, everybody's different. What does it matter anyway? As long as you don't hurt me and I don't hurt you, I mean, you're free to do whatever you want. And I agree with you, April. There are bad apples on both sides. You got that right. Well, Southern hippie, I have a similar situation, really. I recognize them and stuff, but they certainly, I don't get it. And I know, I guess I don't have to get it. Hi, Karen. I know, Carrie Joe, you're so right about that because you really can't share anything. And I was just sharing somebody else's a post, you know, and it was like, oh man, did I get it? Yeah, I mean, and some people do. They need that. They need that. The church family, and they need whatever the prayers and hands on. And I'm all for it. Do whatever makes you feel good. Do whatever makes your heart feel easy. For some people, we don't need that. It doesn't matter. I'm still a good person. Gigglefishy said, honestly, I told my friend that started saying something political, could we please not talk politics? And she stopped, and we moved on to things that make us friends in the first place. Yeah, and I saw heard something today. I don't know which show it was on, but it was like, you know, if something goes wrong in your life and you need someone, these people, these family members that maybe think differently, they're going to be there for you. I'm going to be there for them. Trump or Biden's not going to be the one you call when you need some help. So don't lose your friends. Don't lose your family over this crap. See, people saying that, camper goer, she said, gee, I was told I was ignorant in taking vitamin C while I had COVID. It's like, who gives that person the right to say you're ignorant in anything? It's like a mean thing to say. Butterbean had said I got unfriended by a church lady because I shared funny stuff that had cuss words in it. Oh, gosh. You haven't gone out of your house for 1 year, Linda? Whoa. That's a long time. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Yeah, so no matter how disagreeable certain things are with people, when you really think about losing a friend or a family member over politics, are you nuts? Are they going to be there for you when you want them? I don't think Biden's going to get on the phone and help me out. I don't think Trump's going to help anybody out either. Amen. Hold on while I get rid of somebody. Bye. That's right. Amen to that. She says, yeah, you're not going to call the president's not going to help you. You need your friends. You need your family. You need to accept each other's differences and say it's okay. I know you probably walked away to laughing your butt off, Craig. It's okay. And you know what? It's okay. And it all changes. All that stuff changes. Family stays the same. Friends stay there for you. Real friends do anyway. RV Lucky, how you doing, young man? So we're all hanging out together on this weird time. Please, before you leave, give me a thumbs up, just because I had the nerve to get out here and tell you how I feel. Thank you, Deb. Yes, my new do. I'm a shag from the 70s. I like to think of it as more. It's actually come back, the shag. Kimberly said I should have said that to my hubby when he came home after a tree fell on his leg and he had to call his brother to remove it. Does he think the president would be there to help him? No. Right. See, so like there we go. I have Darby said I've lost friends over this because I don't want friends with such questionable morals and selfishness. And that's your prerogative too. Um, Linda said yes, just for groceries and a blood test. Yeah, you got to go outside sometimes. Come on, you need sunshine. You need some fresh air. Everybody does. Camper goer one says I think it's just foolish for people to argue on um who for president. We can't do anything at this point but sit and wait the one way or the other way. Yeah, that's all we can do. Hi, Holly. She says she loves my shag. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad you like your necklace. I do the best I can. I've got a lot of stuff on Etsy, and I really appreciate it. I've sold a few pieces recently, and I really thank you guys. And I'm not begging. I hope that you don't take it like that. Hey, it's straight tripping RVN. Welcome. Oh, really? A shag has a different meaning in the UK. I have a feeling I think I know what it means. Well, it's a shag haircut. That's what they call this. Oh my gosh. Craig, do we all drive the same make cars so everyone has got their own? Do we all drive the same? Right, we all have choices. Choices. Thank God we have choices. Hi, ZT 1981. Emily said I lost a friend who kept pushing her politics on me, despite my asking not to. I called Dr. Laura about it and actually got on the air. Hope, she told me Hope have other friends because who needs that one? Yeah, get it. I'm glad I could make you giggle. You needed to giggle tonight, Cameron. You needed a little chuckle. Shagging the night away in Alabama is dancing the night away. See? Just a wee bit naughty. Hi, Minnow Fairy. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thanks, Straight Trippin'. Well, that's the thing. The vaccination's going to be out there. It's going to be out there. You'll be able to get it. I know what it means, too. I get it. Thank you, Holly. I agree with that. I'm not begging. Listen, I work hard on my little sweet necklaces and my earrings and things. And, yeah, why shouldn't I show it? Of course I should. Yeah, that's right, Austin Powers shagging. In the UK, it's sex. So I've got a sex haircut. Sissies. It's okay. We're allowed to be different, sissy. I still care about you. I do. And I'm still a good person no matter if whether I'm liberal or not, Some people smoke pot, some people drink alcohol, some people don't touch anything. Some people take pills, some people golf constantly, some people I mean, it's okay to be different, right? Linda, have a good night's rest. Good night, Emily. So nice of you to come in. I haven't heard that camper one. I wonder, have you heard, do people who have antibodies need I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, I'm so sorry, straight trip in RV, that I lost a very close friend yesterday to COVID, only 56 years old. Everyone be safe. We're trying to be safe. Then you hear, oh yeah, people with masks are getting COVID anyway. It's like, I don't know what to think. I don't know. I just don't know what to think. I don't go anywhere where that's what I do. Thanks, Holly. Yeah, Shag's back in town. Shall I call it a layered haircut? I haven't had layered hair, I don't know, in years and years. I know, Butterbean Head. I don't know what happened. I had a shag haircut like similar to this in the 70s. Oh gosh. I don't get angry, Craig. I think you're cute. I think you're a really good man. Oh, I don't remember the shoe horses as far as that goes. Hi, John. Nice to see you. Welcome. I don't know. I just the shag. I grew up in this like in 1970. I was 20, and all my friends and my sisters they were hairdressers. So we had the latest hairdos. We were always getting haircuts. A perm. Well, a perm here is when you go through where they roll it up and put a solution on, and that curl stays with it for like months. But this is my own waves. I don't have to do that, thank God. Bye, Holly. Thanks, Jeff. That's nice of you to say. Yep, long shags. Making Cameron giggle. He's in Scotland, so shag is a whole different situation there. Yeah, maybe so. Butterbean, it says, I think there's different COVID viruses floating around, some stronger than others. That's the freaky part. That's what I'm thinking, Kimberly. They're really trying to figure it out, but I don't think they really have because there's so many different symptoms, that you can have and still have it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm staying away from most people. And I'm wearing a mask. And I'm washing my hands. And I'm using hand sanitizer. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Everybody. Ooh, that was too much. Yeah, I had perms on my hair, in a couple of times in my life, and I never liked it. It was too curly. And then there's people getting it more than once. Yeah. So far, knock on wood too, Giggle Fishy. We're all doing okay. Um, I don't really go anywhere, and when I do, I do the precautions. And that's all we can do, really. That's all we can do. See, Kimberly says that she has a doctor friend. He said the virus has mutated so many times it's scary. No clue what will happen next. 10-pound turkey for butterbean head. Yeah, I'm just doing we're just doing side dishes. Meadow Fairy says that she's heard that it's mutated 10 times. The poor scientists are working so hard. I don't need a perm. I didn't even realize how curly my hair is, but I don't need a perm. Kathy's mom, Mary, she gets a perm every few months. Well, that's interesting too. Camp goer one says for about 3 months after I had COVID, my blood pressure was higher than normal. It's gotten better now, which I'm glad to hear. Little Tony Home perms and lilt. Oh yes, I remember. And then if you use a real small roller with a perm, you have kinky hair. I had I had like frizzy hair, like black curly hair. It was it took it, you have to cut your hair. Then you have short hair because you have to cut it. Spiral perms are cool. Yeah, I'm glad I have a natural wave because I didn't really know. But if whenever I let my hair dry and just even with it all one length, it would kind of get all wavy. Oh, it's 3:22 a.m. Cameron, you need to go get yourself snug in your bed and hopefully you'll sleep good and tomorrow will be a much better day. They're banning family dinners for Thanksgiving in California. I don't think you can do that. How can they ban family dinners? I don't get it. I thought my hair was straight, but it's not. Straight tripping RV and says my daughter is in PA and she said, oops. She said this is so hard to pinpoint. She is so worried about me and her day. She doesn't want us to go anywhere. The afro, yeah, that's what I had when I permed my hair. It was an afro, which didn't really look good on me. Yes, Jeff, I remember Dippity Doo and Sun In. Good night, Cameron. Gigglefishy said I used to sleep with my hair entirely head wrapped in hard plastic curlers. I went to bed on hard curlers too. Pink tape on the bangs. Yeah, humidity just curls it up even more, actually. Well, we're eating with who we hang out with here. We're not having strangers for dinner. San Diego. I love San Diego. And Breck shampoo. Remember? I'm going to be a Breck girl. Bobby pins. I use PayPal, straight tripping. I have a link to Facebook, Instagram, PayPal, and Etsy right below every single video. I'm in Texas. I'm in a little town in Texas between Abilene and Wichita Falls. Real tiny, 1,100 people. And yeah, Southern Hippie said we canceled our family dinner because all it takes is a family to get together when one person be in the early stages of COVID and they pass it to the family. I know that's the thing we're all freaked out about. I love my flat iron, and I have a curling iron I don't use though. Rag curlers. I don't remember them. And then you get the kind that has a little plastic that sticks up, so it doesn't even need a bobby pin. What's my PayPal? I don't know. Can somebody put the link in, please? I forget how you say it. Let's see. Surprised that they bring the baby to the family dinner. Oh, Linda, you are such a worrywart. My gosh. We're not going to hold the baby. She's not going to be passed around or anything, believe me. And if we get close to the baby, we wear masks. Everybody. Um, let's see. I think it's. Oh, gosh. I should know this. Um, sorry. I'm reading. Oh, yeah, Giggle Fishy. That would be wonderful. Thank you. I think it's PayPal me dot. I don't know how they do that. I should know. Mm, sorry, I just don't know. There it is. What is it? It's PayPal me slash RV Debs. Okay, PayPal.com slash PayPal me slash RV Debs. I see it now. Marilyn showed it. Embroidered ribbon headbands. Do I remember those? I don't know. Giggle Fishy. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. That's why. That's what it is. You have to be a moderator. Here. There you go. Now you're one. I just made you a moderator. Vitalis. Oh, yeah. I remember Vitalis. And slick hair. Men used to slick it back. If you want to be one, I can. It's okay. You cut power. Yes, use it wisely. I don't really. I mean, if someone's rude, vulgar, of course we gotta get rid of them. But usually I give people a chance. Good night, Linda. Stay safe. I know you are. I know you are. The big rollers. Can you imagine? People used to use like a beer can, you know. Really long hair. Thanks, Straight Trip and RV, and that's really kind of you to even ask for. It's very sweet. Appreciate it. The things we did for beauty, can you imagine? Yeah, sleeping on rollers, wearing girdles, wearing bras that come down to the waist. Like, what do you call those? Um, there was a way that people used to make their hair straight with a big can. Canoe for men, of course. That was very famous. Long line bras, yeah. Canoe and, of course, there's so many high heels. We used to wear stockings with garters and have a girdle with a garter thingy that you'd snap and on your thighs. Oh my gosh. Nowadays I barely wear socks. My sister's first word was pretty. I've done that. Ironed hair on the ironing board. Yes, yes, yes. Crazy. We all did that stuff. And remember when everybody had shoulder pads and everything had shoulder pads in the 80s? I know girdles were the most and I was like going to junior high school wearing a girdle with a straight skirt. Shoulder pads. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and men just throw on a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and some Vitalis in their hair. I know when you're young you don't need a girdle, but we wore girdles and slips. Who wore a full slip over under a dress? That's funny though. Bloomers, ZT. Oh yeah, we used to wear like or half slips. Oh, those were you had to wear a slip under your clothes. I love the ice maker. I got ice in my drink. It's really good. Very happy with it. I'm extreme. I've been made. I've been drinking more. As a matter of fact, my urine was like clear. Okay, I've been drinking so much. Sarah said I always thought that shoulder pads made your waist look smaller. Camp goer one says my hair was down to my waist in the 6th grade, and my mom used to dry my hair by the open oven door. Oh my gosh! To put part my hair down the middle like a ponytails and wrap tinfoil around to straighten it. Uh, dare you mention that? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I mean, for the guys that are here, that we don't have too many men in here, but we used to wear sanitary belts. Oh God, so funny. ZT said I was so thin then my shoulder pads were bigger than me. John says Gigglefishy on Family Guy. There's an episode where Lois is stealing clothes and she gets in the car and yells, "I'm alive." Is that how you feel? Drakkar was very popular, Craig. Oh yeah, Drakkar was like the cool thing to have for men. I know. Can you imagine that? Sanitary belts. Well, we've come a long way, baby. What's so bad about a shoulder pad is if you didn't have any neck, it looks like you were drowning. Butterbean head, that's funny. And then Gigglefishy said, and the little silk patch would slide up and the bare metal would dig into your backside. Ow. I knew we would get into this kind of thing eventually, which is good. Because it's what we need to do, is to get away from everything. Think about what we went through when we were kids. Oh, yeah. I feel like I have a... Mm, ow. I guess a pimple or ingrown hair on my neck. Oh, bell bottoms. I loved bell bottoms. I used to wear bell bottoms, and we would embroider like flowers and stuff on our pants and patches. We went from politics to sanitary belts. Oh, yeah. You never know where we're going to go. But I definitely wanted to end this thing on a high note, right? For sure. Yeah, you guys just, take it all with a grain of salt, as they say. This too shall pass. All this stuff that we have to keep telling ourselves so we can just go on. Things will get back to somewhat normalcy next year. Oh, wraparound skirts. Oh, yeah. I used to wear wraparound skirts. And culottes. Oh, man, Kimberly. Fringe. Sharon said I wanted fringe on everything. Yeah, dragging your bell bottoms in the rain. Bell bottoms are back. Shag haircuts are back. Everything, if we would have kept everything from the 60s and 70s, I think we would have all be back in style again. Moccasins are cool. I still like moccasins. But I'm not a shoe person. I can't really wear tight shoes. I really like moccasins and slides, and mullets haven't come back. No, they're not back. This could go very mullety if the wrong person cut it. Oxfords, black and white. I remember the black and white saddle shoes. They were called saddle shoes. Anybody remember saddle shoes? And penny loafers? Oh, the memories. Hair bands for sure, Jeff. Yes, I had to wear hair bands. I think everybody has a picture with a hairband. And wingtips. I wore saddle shoes when I was little. That's what we wore with our clothes. Here comes the judge. I remember those days. Oh, it's funny. White go-go boots. I had white go-go boots in the 60s. Oh, yes. Let's see. Holly, how you doing? She says, my mom got me an intro pack of Getting Your Monthly. I was so blown away by that sanitary belt. I wore it through. Bells were cool. Remember landlubbers, hip huggers. Wouldn't dare now. Yeah, saddle shoes is what we wore. I'll tell you what. Oh, I don't know where it is. I used to have a necklace there. I forgot I put it somewhere else. And it was from the 60s, actually. You guys, it's been great. I really appreciate y'all coming in here and letting me rant for a while and I hope I didn't lose too many people over my liberalness. Earth shoes. They're still around, actually. Camper Goer one says there's nothing better than listening to the music of the 70s and 80s and remembering places where you were hearing the songs. Yeah. My saddle shoes were black and white. Thank you, Butterbean Head. I love you. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. It's been fun, Kimberly. Thank you for coming in, everybody. I'm so glad you came in, Craig. You know, it just makes me happy to see you. I miss seeing you, so I'm glad you're here. Well, saddle shoes, but earth shoes came after saddle shoes. Sissy's Journey says drive-in, popcorn, or RC and peanuts. Well, thank you for coming in, you guys. I will see you here on Monday, about 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and I'll try to get a video out in between on the weekend. I really enjoyed coming in tonight. I wasn't really. You never know how things are gonna turn out, right? But they turned out good. I'm happy. I love you guys. Peace out, my friends. Stay safe.